Limiting Media and Being Social by Enrique, Drew Morgan, and Zack. The inspiration for our project were many. Namely, we all noticed the associated mental disorders that social media has created in the youth compared to older generations who did not grow up with the internet. On a more personal note, I myself, Zack, had noticed that I spend about 7 hours a day on the internet or on social media, which is not only a lot, but given into the fact that I also work and attend school and do homework, it takes up a lot of my attention when it really shouldn't, and I should be focused on these more important things.
My inspiration came from health concerns, mainly just like looking at the screen all day, like can't be good for you. I would have like head sores and headaches from like being on a screen all day, and I just really thought that I would needed to evaluate my position in all of this.
Hi, my name is Drew, and my inspiration for this paper was that I was curious on the effects of social media on society as a whole, and also that I spent a lot of time on social media, as you can see, was 7 hours a day.
That being said, let's get into the logistics of why social media is bad. Some people will say it's not. They're like, oh, we get to connect to people, yada, yada, yada. However, a lot of people are on social media all the time. In a study by the Pew Research Center, they showed that there was a 56.5% increase in internet usage from 2005 to 2015 alone. In just one decade, internet usage increased by half. That is a huge margin. They also showed the statistics for the amount of people who were using it. For example, over half of young and middle-aged adults use social media daily. And they also showed that 35% of people over the age of 49 also use social media. And these are mainly people who were born when internet wasn't created. So it shows that even the people who were born before it are starting to use it or have been using it for most of their lives. It shows that everyone, no matter how old or how young you are, is on social media.
In addition to that, it's not just that people are on social media or the internet, it's the way they're using it. Nowadays, more people are becoming more reliant on social media as their one form of expression. They become dependent on it, and it could seriously impact your mental health when the only thing you use is social media to define yourself. And to add to that, false information and misinformation is rampant on the internet, leading many to, believe wild and obscure things, which is bad. And especially on young children, the lack of filter is really bad for them because they're just exposed to everything full on when they might not be ready to understand certain concepts or would be better taught by an adult figure.
The other side. There are many arguments supporting the use of technology and social media that include being able to stay connected with others at any time and from anywhere. You are able to generate revenue online and is a great source of entertainment. Those who support these claims feel that social media and technology are a necessity and plays a vital role in the world we live in. They tend to not see the issue with being on devices for extended periods of time.
What can we do to help aid the problem of obsession with social media and the internet in general? We believe the only way is with self-discipline and help from others. To recognize that this reliance is an addiction of sorts is important because it helps you and others understand that this struggle is not just something you could give up overnight, as well as being more self-conscious about how we use technology and what we use it for. And raising our children with healthy habits are the only way we could help aid this problem. It may be hard to pull away from the internet and social media, but it isn't impossible. Many people argue that social media is too captivating and draws us in on purpose. That is reason enough for us to go to lengths to work towards moving away from using it.
Being effective. This solution is effective as it should and will create a long-term solution for unhealthy habits online. If if the three tips are used by a person, they should be able to identify their own problems with usage and be aware of the amount of dependence on tech. The main thing that makes her solution effective is that the goal is to create healthy habits for the youth that are using. This should lead to longer lasting impact.